Here. Good morning. Now we're live around the world. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in St. Louis, Missouri. Yay. My name is Reverend Mary Jean DeRusha. I know, I will do that in a minute. Thank you. Thank you. And Larry DeRusha is the co-minister. He's coming up here right now. Or maybe not. Just so we've been here since like 9:30 getting things ready. I'm not sure. I think Larry's ready for his nap.
I'm taking it.
You're taking it, okay. Some of you may have read the bulletin and thought that Mitzi McDonald was going to be here, but she had a sore throat. And so we have the privilege of having Emerson, his last Sunday in town. Friday he leaves to Mexico. Yeah. And then did they call it Mexico? Yeah. Mexico. And then we'll see him next spring when he comes back.
What did you think they called it?
Well, he called it Mexico, and I thought it was Mexico.
Yeah, it's Mexico.
Okay. Not that I have to pronounce all my Spanish words right. You know that.
Yeah,
Okay. So today we are honoring a beautiful little 10-year-old. It's her birthday. It's Lacey. Let's yell happy birthday, Lacey.
Yay!
Happy birthday. And she brought this balloon for her birthday so we could all enjoy it. Is that sweet?
Nice.
Yeah. There are a few things coming up that we would like you to know about. In the bulletin, it does say there's a new member Sunday in October, but it's actually been changed to December. But you still can join. There's flyers on the table if you'd like to be a member. And it's time for another sound bath. Yay!
I need another bath.
It's going to be... If you have not gone to one of these, Sherry Lease conducts one of the most amazing experiences. It will be Friday, October 7th at 7 p.m. right here in this very room. There are new flyers around the building, and new flyers will be on the back table as soon as I pull them out of the printer. They're printing right now. And so you can sign up in the bookstore. Sherry Lease, do you want to say something about your sound bath?
It is a wonderful, immersive experience.
You have to do it up front.
It's a wonderful and immersing experience. You have to use the microphone or they can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I thought I have a quiet voice. Okay. It's a wonderful, immersive experience where you can just sort of go wherever you need to go. And I've had people get up and tell me when I was playing one of the gongs, they said, I heard something say, "We love you, we love you, we love you." And I went, thank you for sharing that with me. It really touched me. And I've had other people get up and they say, God, I'm no pain, it's gone. So it's really a wonderful, loving, healing, delightful experience, and I enjoy doing it. So please join us.
Thank you. Again, you can sign up in the Rising Thought bookstore, which is on the other side of that wall. We also have classes. One of the things that we do, we speak on Sundays to give you a little microcosm of what the teaching's all about. But we do have classes, and the new one coming up is the foundational class. It's been renamed Spiritual Practice and Principles. It's an engaging, intriguing, and interesting class being taught by Reverend Larry and me. It used to be a 10-week class. Now it's a 5-week class. It's brand new. So they just think people have advanced spiritually, so they don't need 10 weeks to figure out who they are. We do it in 5. So we're inviting you to join that. We have we do have fees, payment plans, and we also have scholarships. That first class is so important to be able to learn the basic principles of what we teach. So you sign up for that in the bookstore. The first session is Wednesday, October 5th, 6 to 8:30 for 5 weeks. And we have to make notebooks for you, so please sign up in there today. And then we have our second class that we're doing for those that have already had foundation. It's called the Visioning class. It's a new class, and it starts Tuesday, October 4th. And it runs for 6 weeks. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. And I'm teaching this with Debbie Payno. Debbie, would you come up and just say a couple words about it? a couple of the classes I'll be in Egypt, so she'll be doing them by herself, solo.
Yeah, solo, my first time. Yeah. So I'm really excited about this class. And Mary Gina and I first talked about me helping her teach it in August. She gave me the teacher's manual binder, and I started taking the class myself so I would know how to teach it. And I really feel like it's a transformational experience. It's something that it was created by Michael Beckwith, for those of you who are familiar with him, from the Agape International Center, and he created that center using the visioning process that we teach in this class. So it's a very good class. And just to let you know, if you think it's just visualization, creative visualization that we've all learned for years, visualization is where you, as a human, you decide, I want this certain thing in my life. Like I want a certain type of house, or I want a better golf swing or whatever, and then you visualize to make it happen. But that's not what this class is. This class is visioning, where you catch the vision that your spirit, God, has of you, and you go through the process to bring it forth. So it's a higher vision and you can use it for any area of your life, or just your life purpose in general. And I really feel like it's a transformational sort of class. So I hope you guys will consider taking that. I think it will really change your life in a good way.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, sign up just to put a down payment down so we can make your notebook, because everybody gets notebooks, so you have all the notes for it. And Debbie is so moved by this class. It's going to be a great experience. We also have Michelle Conley Brown. She has Reiki healing sessions on an appointment basis. Business cards are out in the lobby if you'd like to arrange a session. She's using her healing funds to raise funds for her practitioner training. So let's give her a hand, and let's, in the process, get healed too. Okay? Yeah. She has done a lot of classes to get ready to be a practitioner. So get a Reiki session and help her the next way. Our annual congregational meeting and potluck will be on October 9th, the second Sunday of October after our celebration. All members are wanted to come in there so we can go over updated information on the business of CSL. And everyone is invited to bring a dish and share before the meeting. We'll eat in there, and we'll have the meeting in there, because we have a microphone and set up in that room also. So that's the second Sunday, October 9th. It doesn't last real long, but it's an opportunity for you to meet the Leadership Council, the new Leadership Council, the old Leadership Council. Well, they aren't that old, really. And just get to know and put your input of what would you like to see. So that will be the second Sunday. And also, one of the most exciting things we do every fall, we have a bonfire, which Skip Olson heads up the bonfire. And you might see some wood out there in the middle of the yard already. Without you in the wood, we would never have a bonfire. So this year when we went to have the bonfire, it's going to be Friday, October 14th, and Final Veil wanted to do a concert that same night. So it's going to be an amazing evening. We're having a concert. We're having a barbecue. There'll be barbecue hamburgers and garden burgers and unlimited burgers, or whatever they're called. What are they called, Larry? Impossible, right. Impossible, unlimited, same thing. And we call them possible because we're going to make them. And Ann's going to be helping me with that, and it's going to be really fun. So it's $10, which covers the concert. And then we do have a fee for the different things that you eat. And the bonfire is totally free. Yes. Oh, and there's fire dancers coming. Fire swallowers. Yeah. And Skip went down to the fire department to get permission. Yeah. So we already got it. So if you want to learn how to swallow fire, this is your chance. Come and watch, and then maybe she'll train you. It's a hymn? Oh, she dances, and her boyfriend puts the sword of fire down. That makes sense, doesn't it, women? Yeah. So we also have bonfire flyers out there. Please bring a lawn chair. And if you would like to wear a costume, because it is October is you wear a costume every Sunday. It's like Halloween. You can wear a costume and bring your lawn chair to that. It's going to be so much fun. If you would like to help us that are organizing it, there's a sign up back there if you'd like to sign up to help with something that evening. Drop in the bookstore, sign up for classes, buy a bracelet to help Ukraine, enjoy the wisdom between all those walls. David, do you have something you'd like to say to us? I never know if he does or not. So when I see him, I ask him. Here's David Flay Flo.
Hello, 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 group. Hello, team parking lot. Any rate, well, we had $1,000 about to come in to match the 3,000, so that means we still have a couple thousand of that match of 3,000 that I wanted to let people know. There's a great opportunity to double your contribution, and so we're sitting probably at about 37,000 right now. So we're 5,000 or 6,000 off the mark, which is pretty good for people who are in these kind of times. And anyway, so again, donate in the bookstore. You can go online and indicate it's for the parking lot, and that's how we'll do it. So anyway, thank you.
And the dinner.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Those of you who might not have heard, I've lowered the level that you need to contribute to come to my dinner from 2,500 to 1,500. So we're going to have a really nice private dinner at my home with a chef. And if anybody knows a really good chef, get with me, because I haven't thought through that part, but I know there's one out there waiting. Not Larry. This is going to be someone who does.
We will find you a perfect chef. Rosh Hashanah begins at sundown this evening. Mazel tov. If you're here for the first time, please raise your hand. The ushers have a welcome packet just to give you more information about the center, and you could take it into the bookstore and get a little thumb drive of various talks in the past. Also, I wanted to let you know, how many of you remember Anna and Jared that sang here a lot in the last Anna went on The Voice in Bulgaria and she won. And we actually, is it possible to show that? Yeah. Oh, no? Another week. Another week? Later. Okay, whatever that means, later. Also, I want to acknowledge our sound, our internet person, our person that does the streaming every Sunday, Jake Wendell, and his bride, my granddaughter, Kayla Wendell. Let's stand up, give him a hand. Welcome and congratulations. May you have many, many years of wedded bliss. That's our prayer for you. Decades. And now for the opening prayer, we have Debbie.
Okay, we dim the lights a bit. Okay, my name's Debbie, and I'm a member of the prayer team. I'm going to get us started with the opening prayer, and then afterwards I'll be over there if someone wants a quick prayer after the service. So let's get started by taking a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And let's bring our attention right here, right now, to this present moment. Let go of what you were doing when you came in here and what you're going to do later, and just center right here, right now, in this present moment. I invite you to close your eyes and turn your attention to your heart area. Feel the presence of God that lives in there. Feel the presence of God in your heart. Because we are, each one of us, beings of light, children of God. We are perfect beings of a perfect Creator. And as we turn within and remember this, we bring forth that perfection. We each are beings of light, and we live and we move and we have our being in the presence of God. So God lives within us in every part of our body, every cell of our body. We are made of the light of God. And everything around us is made of the light of God. So we are beings of light living in a universe of light, a universe of love and peace. And as we turn within, we remember who we are. We remember that we are perfect, whole, complete, joyful, successful, happy beings of light. And we remember that we're living in heaven right now. Like Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And as we turn within and remember that, we feel the presence of heaven. We feel all that goodness and love and light and joy that is the truth of us. We're not victims of an outside world that seems a little crazy. We're not victims. We are powerful beings of light, children of God. And I know for each one of us right now, as we turn within, we are healed as we remember who we are. We bring forth wholeness and perfection in our lives. We bring forth love and light and joy and bliss. And as we remember who we are, we bring forth perfect relationships. We bring forth prosperity in all areas of our lives. We bring forth divine guidance and divine peace. I know that for each one of us right now. And I know as we turn within and we remember who we are, we remember that we are the Christ presence of God. We feel that Christ consciousness within us, and we turn within and open ourselves to it. And as we do so, we are empowered. We are empowered by the Christ presence of God. We are inspired, and we are filled with divine intelligence and divine guidance and divine love. And each one of us is here to bring forth the light and love and joy and bliss of God. But each one of us has our own unique way to do that. So I know right now as we turn within, each one of us is guided by God to bring forth our own unique delivery system of God's love and light and joy and bliss. And that inspiration of God that we feel within lights our way throughout this day and throughout our lives. We are inspired and guided to bring forth that light in a deeper and stronger and more powerful way than we ever have before. I know that for each one of us right now. I see the light going before us. I see the light within each one of us and all around us. And we see that light going before us, guiding us on our way, guiding us to ever deeper knowingness and awareness of the presence of God, and ever deeper knowingness of God's presence all around us. And as we do that and we turn within, we are healed. We bring forth the light of God in our lives. And each one of us is healed. And I know that for each one of us right now. We are healed. We are filled with God's pure, unconditional love and light and joy and bliss. And we bring forth that light in our own lives. And it heals our own lives. And it heals the lives of the people around us. And each one of us becomes a healing force in the world. And for that, God, I am grateful. I am thankful. And I know, God, you are the power, so I turn it over to you, God. So in gratefulness and thanksgiving, I turn everything over to you, God. And so I let it be. And so we say together, and so it is.
We have a short thought for the day. Short thought. A short thought for the day. Right. That was a tongue twister if you say it fast without a brain in your head. It was okay. This is our thought for the day, and then we get to hear Emerson from Mexico. Okay. Are you playing also with Tim? Oh, you're just sitting there. Okay. Okay, this is by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Let's all say this one together. The mind is a magnet, and we attract that with which we identify. In order to get the most out of life, we must learn consciously to change many of our habitual thought patterns. This is not easy, for our old thought patterns cling to us with great tenacity. But being thought patterns, they can be reversed. And so it is. And now for our music today. We're so grateful that you would be able to join us this morning. And this is Emerson.
Thank you.
He leaves Friday, so this is his goodbye swan song.
See. Good morning, St. Louis. Good morning, Mexico. Good evening, Scotland. All right. So I think somebody's watching Scotland, right? We're famous. Maybe just one people, but. I already watched the clothes. So, thank you so much for letting me play again and show my music. So I can't believe I leave. And the best part, I'm gonna miss the bonfire, Burning Man. Oh man. So we need love, right? It's all we need, love. I already find love. Jake and Kyla find the love. True love. But we need the true love. You know where we're going to find true love? You know where? Here. I'm sorry, I'm practicing for be a speaker for the next year. You can find the love. You can find the love. So we want to change activities next year. Larry's going to be a singer, guitar player, yeah. So we look similar, right? I'm working in my hair maybe next year. Okay, the next song is called True Love. I hope you enjoy. True love will find you in the end. You find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you if you don't step out into the light, 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 light? Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. But how can it recognize you if you don't step out into the light, light, light? Don't be sad, I know you will. Don't give up until true love will find you in the end. True love. Thank you. I find true love here. Thank you, my family. Thank you.
Good morning. Isn't he fabulous? And that song was great. Do you know who wrote that? Tell me later. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. So, but it's a really great metaphysical song. I love it. Yeah, and you know, they say that you learn by doing right away. So come on up and talk. It's okay, there's even another mic. Yeah, I'm going to sing. Well, never mind. All right. Let's all stand up. Greet your neighbors. Say hi. Yay. All right, come on back. Come on back. All right, join me. Come on back. Have a seat. I think everybody in here is a speaker. All right, have a seat. So, hey, I got a tip jar up here. There's a tip jar right there. So let's talk about dreams. How about that? Okay. What's your dream? Ernest Holmes actually did a whole talk about what is your dream. And it was funny that I ran across it this morning because this whole week I've been going through a whole series of thoughts in my mind about what's real. What is real? So think about this for a second. When we go to sleep at night, the world goes away. All your troubles go away. Everything goes away. And then comes another world. Isn't it amazing? Another world shows up, and we don't remember that we're sleeping in the bed, having a dream. And so we're in this other dream, and the question I have is, what's the dream that comes up for you? What's the dream that comes up for you? Because a lot of people, the dream that comes up for them is all of the stuff they've carried around in their subconscious mind that's not working in their life. And so the dream you have is all of that coming up as a play in front of you that you get so identified with, you believe that that's what's true. And guess what? Then it starts showing up in your waking days. And we go, how did I attract that? Ernest Holmes had a cartoon that he used to carry. And the cartoon said, there was a man laying in his bed. At the end of the bed was a monster. And the cartoon was the man saying, What are you going to do to me? And the monster said, it's your dream. What do you want me to do? Well, that's the truth. It's your dream. What are you putting into your subconscious mind all the time that's showing up in your dreams? And if it's not what you want, how about changing it? Okay, so you're saying, well, or I'd like to do that. What's in my subconscious mind? Well, look at your life. What's going on in your life? What are the people, places, and things that are happening that you don't like? And the moment that you know that, you realize that's what you've been attracting in, because there's some part of you that you're not willing to accept. And that's because we also have all those old tapes from parents and church and teachers and everybody else telling us who we were, that then we decided that must be who we are. And once we accept that belief system, it begins to show up in our life. So how do you change that without going through a 30-month personal growth workshop program? How do you change that without going through all the suffering related to it? How do you change those subconscious beliefs? First of all, you have to identify with who you really are. So we're used to, obviously, because we're in a physical world, we're used to identifying with a mind-body experience. Once we identify with a mind-body experience and our thoughts start to channel through, we believe that's who we are. Now, you have accepted who you are, and it's beginning to show up in your life, and you're saying, where's this coming from? So I want to change that. How do I change that? You first have to know who you are. The truth of who you are is the awareness, which in Christianity, it's called the spirit. In the Hindu tradition, it's called Brahman. That part of us, which is not the world, not the mind, not the body, but is aware of all of it. So there are a couple of paths that have come across from different traditions. One of them is you spend your time trying to fix all of the stuff that's not working for you. The other one is let go of all of that and start focusing completely on finding the truth of who you are. As that happens, the world is going to support this search, just like in the song. You have to be searching for the love that's searching for you. And what happens is it finds you. You never did really lose it. It's been you all the time. But you've now taken the veil away. Now, you're beginning to understand you're one of the players in the play. The world is the play. So in this thought that I was having earlier this week, I thought, okay, so I have a dream at night and I have a dream during the day, and I'm uncertain as to which one is really which. What's going on? Because all of this kind of weaves together, especially in spirituality. And in quantum physics, there's something called the qubit theory. What it's really, qubit theory is really saying, and by the way, that comes from the Jackson Pollock style of painting, where everything is chaotic. That's what cubism in quantum physics, but it says, really, everything is uncertain. Even the moment at which you have gotten to certainty, it becomes uncertain. In quantum physics, the moment you try to detect something, the thing you're trying to detect changes. We've seen this in experiments time and time again. Interesting, the double slit experiment, which is very popular. In What the Bleep, it became very popular. What we found was, if you, the person, are the one who's observing the experiment turns out according to what you expected it to be. But if the person is not there, it's random. The moment the person comes in, becomes what's expected. So that right there is a lesson. Watch your expectations. What are you expecting? Are you expecting good or not? So uncertainty, it's fascinating to me about superstitions people have. Baseball players are really great about superstitions. If they hit a home run when they get out there on the field and they have a penny in their pocket, they'll carry that penny forever. Yes? Kathy knows this. Her husband was a baseball player, and they all seem to do it. Or the various superstition. What's your superstition? You go to gambling, and you're going to go in and you're going to play the numbers, but it's your husband's birthday with your son's birthday multiplied by 6, and you have to have your ID card upside down. Is there any logic to any of it? I don't think so. But it gives us a sense that we have the ability to influence what's going to transpire. And that comes from the fact that we know we inherently have the ability to influence outcomes. The world is here for our learning. Ernest was so into the learning process. Learning about the truth of who you are and how the world works and what you can do differently in your life. So, and Joseph Campbell said that on the hero's journey, the joy of the journey is to discover that you are consciousness. Is to discover that you are consciousness. Mind is a magnet, as Ernest said, mind is a magnet, and you will attract that which you identify with. Identify with is you believe it. So there's a story that an angel was watching what was going on earth, and the angel started to get involved in everything that was on television and in the news, and he goes, oh my gosh, there's war coming. People are going to be hurt. Oh, and there's a plague coming, COVID something, and people are going to die. And oh my gosh, and he got so identified with all of the negative stuff that he became human. And now he's depressed. He's depressed because all that stuff that he was watching is now part of his life, and it's unfolding in front of him. And he sinks further and further, and he doesn't know what to do. He's losing himself. We're losing ourselves in the stories that are playing out in front of us. And he realizes that he's lost his light, the Christ light. So at one point, he's on the streets, he's not doing well, he doesn't know what to do for himself, and he sees a light in the window. And he starts heading for the light. And as he's heading for the light, he noticed there's a shadow behind him. All the things that he'd been listening to and believing. The closer he got to the light, the smaller the shadow became. Until he was standing in the light, and there was no shadow. The light was a reflection in the window of himself, and he became an angel again. That is a great story, because we're all angels who've come to this planet to learn all the various lessons that will take us to the next extraordinary experience. And we're getting too hooked into the play and not realizing we should be the audience to the play. We're getting ourselves into the play and becoming the actors, and also forgetting that we are the actors and there's an exit time. And the more we keep identifying with all of this, the more times we're going to go to another play and another play and another play, as Mary Jean has been doing for the last couple of weeks, right? She went to the Fox and she saw the Temptations show, and she said, it's great. That was yesterday, right? Yeah. And she gets home and she says, I'm buying tickets tomorrow for us to go to the show again. What is it? The Temptations. Oh, the one you just saw? Yeah, and that's kind of the way we do things, huh? We go to the same show over and over again. Are you going to the same show that your life has been about? Or are you looking for that which is looking for you? You're looking for love? Love's been looking for you. You're looking for God? God's been looking for you. But wake up. This is just a dream. Every night you have a dream. And if you're like me, it's gone that quick. Only way I can remember to write them down is I wake myself up in the middle of the night and I'm having a dream and I write down a couple of words and I remember it the next day. Otherwise, I completely forget. Which reminds me that the moment that you wake up, there's a moment, just a hair of a moment, before your thoughts begin. And that space right there, if you focus on that space, at some point it will take you into the higher regions of consciousness. It's truly an amazing experience. Better than LSD and psilocybin and anything else you can find. Not that you're taking any of that stuff. And as Ram Dass said, that's only temporary. What you want to find is what's permanent. So the truth of who you are is you're an angel, you've come in. Realize it, identify with it, dream about it, and begin to act like it so that we can start healing the planet by healing each other. Whatever is going on in your life, whatever is not working for you, don't worry, it's going to go away. Everything goes away. At the last breath you take, everything in your life has gone away and it's going to flash in front of you and there's going to be one question to answer. How many times did you have the opportunity to love and you didn't? That's the one thing that will capture you immediately. And then you move into the next play. So take a breath. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you want for this next week. Imagine it. Feel it. What does it feel like? Exciting, fulfilling, joyful, amazing experience. See yourself in that. And see yourself experiencing that. When you get to the place to where it's like, oh yeah, I can feel it, I know it, that's it. That's here now. When that's here now, that will show up in your life. Watch this next week because there's going to be signs and wonders to let you know it's showing up. Take a breath and come back. You're a gift to the universe. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Can you ask the ushers to come forward? Ask the ushers to come forward.
Please, welcome to the ushers, please.
Come on down. Yeah, that's
Can
good.
you come, please? And whatever you can give with your heart, with your soul. Thank you so much.
Yay. Thank you. Yay. You know, there's one thing that you need to know. When you're giving to yourself. Because we're all one. Yes? Yeah. Whatever your gift is, no matter what your gift is, bless it so that that gift comes back to you blessed. And so it is. Thank you. And now, I think there's a cabal over here. Okay, Emerson, you're on.
That's all the thing you need to do. That's it. Just check it out. Bring a chair. I think maybe next year I don't come to St. Louis. I'm gonna spend my season in Tibet, maybe. Studying the Tibet. Yeah, maybe in University of Science in Massachusetts too, maybe. Let's go. Would be. I'm kidding. I'm gonna be the best. Okay, the next song is a beautiful song. One of my favorite songs from Argentina, Carlos. It's I sing before, but I love singing that song. It's called Tinta Roja.
Paredón, tinta roja en el gris del ayer, tu emoción de ladrillo feliz, sobre mi callejón, con un borrón, pintó la esquina, y el botón que en el ancho de la noche puso el filo de la ronda como un broche, y aquel buzón carmín, y aquel fondín donde lloraba el tano, un rubio amor lejano que mojaba con bombín. ¿Dónde estará mi arrabal? ¿Quién se robó mi niñez? ¿En qué rincón, luna mía, volcás como entonces tu clara alegría? Veredas que yo pisé, malevos que ya no son. Bajo tu cielo de raso, trasnocha un pedazo de mi corazón. Paredón, tinta roja en el gris del ayer, borbotón de mi sangre infeliz, que vertí en el malbón de aquel balcón que la escondía. Yo no sé si fue el negro de mis penas o fue el rojo de tus venas mi sangría, porque llegó y se fue tras el carmín y el gris fondín lejano donde lloraba el tano sus nostalgias de bombín. ¿Dónde estará mi arrabal? ¿Quién se robó mi niñez? ¿En qué rincón, luna mía, volcás como entonces tu clara alegría? Veredas que yo pisé, malevos que ya no son. Bajo tu cielo de raso, trasnocha un pedazo de mi corazón.
Thank you.
Wow, that was so cool. In honor of Carlos. Carlos Sr., too. We're going to do a little prayer work right now, and I also want to acknowledge that Kathy Cunningham, who broke the bone in her kind of upper arm, is now driving for the first time. She's back since that happened. So welcome back, Kathy, and you're always in our prayers, so I'm sure glad that that has healed perfectly. Yeah, we missed you too. So as you take a deep breath, just remember you truly are that angel in this play called life. And if there's somebody around you that you know of that has been struggling with wholeness or anything in their life, just call out their name and we will know the truth of them, the angel within them, and we will pull it forth. Todd, Tammy, Richard, Eric's family. And now call out your own name. Mary Jean. For I know that there's one power, one presence, one life, one wholeness, one divine energy. It's whole, complete, and perfect. It's my life and your life right now. We know that we're all connected in that sea of oneness, that sea of possibilities. And that right now I accept and know the truth that each person here and each person's name who has been called out is living from that divine space. That there is peace, there is joy, there is love, there is expansion, there is expression, there is creativity. I call it forth right now. I know my words are powerful, and I know that as I speak them and as I accept them and expect them, they show up in the lives of all those around me. I bless each one of us on this dynamic journey of spirit, and I so give thanks for the spiritual community where we know that power of the one. Knowing this is so, I give thanks, and so I let it be, and so it is. While we're still in this point of prayer, I want to offer a special prayer to my great-nephew Eric, who was 31 years old and was crossing the street, the highway or a bridge a few days ago and was hit by a car and passed away. He leaves 3 children, and I just know that he is with his grandfather, J. Scott Neal, who he absolutely adored. And Jay passed away in April. So I know that Eric is with him and that all is well. But I offer that blessing on his family and his children, his small baby, that they're well and that all is well. God bless you. Thank you. So now we have Emerson. Yes. Yeah, you have your
Okay. The last song. The last song of the season. Oh my God, I can't believe. Sometimes happens. The next song is a beautiful Mexican song. Beautiful and famous. It's not La Bamba. So I wish you can sing with me this song. It's very easy. Easier. So you just need to do an exercise a little bit. So try to do like Rrr. Can you do that? Rrr. Perfecto. Thank you so much. The next song is called Cucurrucucu.
Dicen que por las noches no más se le iba en puro llorar. Dicen que no dormía, no más se le iba en puro llorar. Juran que el mismo cielo se estremecía al oír su llanto. Como sufrió por ella, que hasta en la muerte la fue llamando. Cucurrucucú. Paloma, cucurrucucú. No llores. Ay, 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 ay. Paloma, ay, 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 ay. No llores. Hey, good job, good job. Que una paloma triste muy de mañana se va a cantar a su casita sola con sus puertitas de par en par. Juran que esa paloma no es otra cosa más que su alma, que todavía la espera a que regrese la desdichada. Cucurrucucú. Paloma, cucurrucucú. No llores.
Take a breath.
Ay, 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 ay. Paloma, ay, 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 ay. No llores. Cucurrucucú, cucurrucucú, cucurrucucú. Paloma, ya no me llores. Thank you so much. necesita una poca de gracia. I'm sorry. Una poca de gracia pa' mi pa' ti. Ay arriba, hey. Ay arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Y yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. You know the song. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Hey, happy birthday, happy birthday. Hey, bam, ba, bam, ba. Para bailar la bamba, hey, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia pa' mi pa' ti. Ay arriba, hey, ay arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Sing it. Bamba, 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 bamba. Thank you. Bamba, 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 bamba. Bamba, 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 bamba. Thank you. Really, thank you so much for this beautiful season. Thank you for your love, your smile, your heart. Thank you. God bless you guys.
Okay.
God bless you, and I hope see you next year. Thank you.
We're going to do our affirmation together. I think Jake has it up there. Let's say this together. I create a life of fulfillment. And let's say it one more time. I create a life of fulfillment. I want to thank you for being so generous in the tip jar, because, you know, he's leaving town and he doesn't have the opportunity to work a lot of places, and we're so grateful to have him here at the last minute being able to say yes when Missy couldn't make it. So I really appreciate that. And does anybody have a request? He could do one more song, because the tip jar is still